When summer vacation nears its end, it's back to school time. It's not all bad though, since this means there's back to school sales. Now your parents can give you the same drab supplies, or you can choose to spice things up a bit with some Nintendo-themed school supplies. Before we begin, subscribe to The Gamer and ring that bell to join our notification squad so you never miss a video. Classic GB Stress Ball. Whether it's in the middle of a test or during a particularly boring study session, let's be honest, they're all boring. School can be stressful. Well, actually, life can be stressful in general. You think 5th period history is stressful when you never study? Just wait until you have to do your own taxes. Wait, I have to do my own taxes? But there's a way to pass the time and relieve some of that pent-up frustrations you may have in style. Introducing the handy-dandy classic Game Boy Stress Ball. Imagine getting all your daily stress relieved in a handy, comfortable design that's reminiscent of Nintendo's early history. If only these came in other versions like the 3DS, so players could perfectly emulate their frustration without having to damage their own property. Mario Backpacks. Nothing says back to school like an old-fashioned backpack. It's an iconic item for the everyday student, whether they're in elementary school, high school, or college. While styles may change over the years, Nintendo has you covered. You see, the needs and style of the backpack change with the grade you're going into. For those just starting middle school or grade school, there are bright and vibrant Mario and Luigi backpacks with plenty of storage and feature everyone's favorite Mario Bros on the back end pockets. However, as you grow older, and if you're going into high school, you may want something a little more stylish, retro, and downplayed. For that, we'd like to show you a classic, the NES controller backpack. Available in both messenger bag and regular, this gray monolith is perfect for the gamer who wants something a little more mature with their gamer swag. Of course, for the princess lovers, we have you covered with the Nintendo Princess themed backpack. Let's be honest, Disney princesses are overrated. Like the NES backpack, this one has a variety of styles for younger kids and big kids. Whatever your grade and whatever your style, there's a backpack just for you to show your Nintendo fandom. Display it loud and proud, kids. Nintendo 3DS XL. We've been talking about supplies for school and what you can use in school, but part of the experience is what to do on the way to and from school. Whether it's on the bus, in the carpool, or even on the walk to your first class, nothing passes the time like the Nintendo 3DS. Now, we don't need to tell you how great the Nintendo 3DS is, but we don't think enough people are utilizing it to the fullest extent. People are already walking and texting, so why do that when you could be walking and gaming? With hundreds of games for all different types of gamers, grind a few levels for the next gym with Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, or complete a mission or two in one of the many Fire Emblem games. Now, we think it goes without saying, but we here at The Gamer don't advise you to play your games during class. We know some of you do, but you shouldn't. Save that for between classes or during recess. School is school, kids. Even when you're not playing, you can still take advantage of Street Pass to get all sorts of goodies from your friends and classmates. With the many games coming out and the increased popularity, the Nintendo 3DS will be a common back-to-school item. Pencil toppers. Of course, not everything has to revolve around technology when it comes to back to school. Sometimes you just need a small distraction from your work that doesn't distract the rest of the class. Hey, quiet down, Billy. There are many ways to do this, but one of the classic tried and true ways is with a good old-fashioned pencil topper. Luckily, Nintendo has you covered. In addition to having a variety of styles from the many games Nintendo has made, these things are also collectible. With so many games to choose from, you can top your pencil with memorable characters like Pokemon's own Pikachu, as well as the hundreds of Pokemon currently available. In addition to that, there are Legend of Zelda toppers, where you can have the Triforce on the top of your pencil. Of course, there are some newer, more interactive ways to customize your pencil. From the Switch game ARMS comes downloadable ARMS pencil toppers. You can print these off and annoy your friends in the middle of the study hall, during a test, or just share them and have a nice game of pretend punchies. The fun never ends, but it might after around 5 minutes because it's a flimsy piece of paper attached to your pencil. Lunch labels and boxes. Has this ever happened to you? It's time for lunch and someone's taken your brown paper bagged lunch because it looks so similar to theirs. There has to be a better way! Well, there are a few ways to remedy this solution to avoid having your lunch snagged and keeping your saran-wrapped food safe, and that's getting an actual lunchbox. Now, there are hundreds, maybe even thousands of different lunchboxes available to you through Walmart, Kmart, or wherever your mom goes to get your lunch supplies. However, be on the lookout because Nintendo has you covered in that area. There are a cornucopia of different lunchboxes to choose from, covering nearly every aspect of Nintendo's history. From Mario to Zelda to Mario Kart to Pokemon, Nintendo has a lunchbox for your favorite Nintendo game. Not a fan of all those games, but still love Nintendo? Well, you can get a classic NES controller or Game Boy lunchbox in the shape of an iconic system as well. Say you don't want to fork over the money for a new lunchbox and want to stick to the brown paper bag. Well, fret not, there's still a way to save your lunch, and that's with a Splatoon lunch label, free from Nintendo's website. Free again? Holy moly, we're saving you money at The Gamer. Nintendo Switch. This one falls in line with the Nintendo 3DS. Sometimes your commute to school can be a little longer than usual, or perhaps you are in the middle of a great game but have to catch the bus to school. Just hold on a minute, Mom, I'm coming. Well, the Switch can now go with you on the bus. With the Switch being portable and having a great and growing library of games, the bus or car ride to school is now 100 times better. It may even net you some friends if you offer one of your Joy-Cons to a new kid on the bus. The two of you can bond over your shared love of the game. It's friendship, folks. Over time, this can also land you some enemies if you're too good at a game, and utterly destroy your new potential friends. You may gain some new friends or some new rivals on the bus ride to school. Recess can be made even better if you're careful with your Switch. With the Switch, Nintendo evolved playground gaming another step further. Back then, in the time of the first Game Boy, kids had to rely on physical link cables to trade or battle each other. But now, with the joys of wireless gaming, entire groups of friends can just crowd around a Switch and play outside, just like your parents want you to. T-shirts. This whole time we've been talking about school supplies, from lunch boxes to game systems you can take to school. But people often forget a new year can mean a whole new style. Look out, ladies, here I come. Now, if your school has some sort of uniform, this may not be so helpful for you. So this entry might just be for the rad students who don't need a uniform. Don't worry, you uniform-wearing folks can join us in the next entry. But yes, clothes can make a new year feel special. The chance to have a whole new style can excite you and motivate you to reinvent yourself or to be a lot more confident. Then count your lucky stars you're going to school in the age of online shopping, because the selection and variety of shirts and clothes has never been bigger. Not only do you have department stores with tons of available styles and sizes, but if you want some truly amazing designs for your favorite games, then shop online at great websites such as Shark Robot and Redbubble. They'll have a selection that can't be beat. Any reference to a video game or even a crossover you may not have imagined will be represented on a t-shirt you can buy and take to school. The possibilities are nearly endless. Bookmarks and reading lamps. You may not like it now, but reading is amazing. Of course, with the increase of sugary cereal consumption and the internet, reading may not be as common as you think. It's on the endangered species list, actually. Still, your school or library may have a reading program, or maybe your parents think an hour or two away from the screen is good for you. Atta B, Mom and Dad. We think it might be, but that's not the point right now. Anyway, there's a way to make your reading just a tad more enjoyable, and that's with a nice Nintendo-themed reading lamp. You see, books don't have a backlight to them, and lighting is important to reduce eye strain. So when you're cramming for a big test or reading that monster novel for your book report, having a well-lit room is important, and there's a variety of Nintendo-themed lamps, from game controllers to characters, that'll help enhance your old-school reading experience. This may also serve a dual purpose in sprucing up your room or living space more. And when you do finish your reading for the night, you'd want to save your progress. Dog-earing a page is a grave book sin, so you can easily fix this by downloading a Nintendo-themed bookmark. Shoes. This next fashion entry can be applied to all students, even those who are forced to wear uniforms. While they may not be noticeable right away, since you have to look down, shoes are a hot item to get when starting a new school year. Depending on your preference or interest, shoes can be more important to you than shirts or even pants. Well, okay, maybe not pants, but you know what we mean. Whether they're kicks, high tops, or Vans, you can bet people will notice a nice pair of shoes. While other popular franchises and games like Fortnite are coming out with their own lineup of shoes, Nintendo has been running the shoe game for years. In fact, Vans recently came out with a series of retro Nintendo-themed shoes to cover all kinds of styles for both men and women. These shoes take a retro approach to Nintendo's early history, with designs inspired by Super Mario Bros., Donkey Kong, The Legend of Zelda, and Duck Hunt. The collection was released back in June, so it's the perfect time to snag a pair of sizes for both kids and adults. Why would anyone get a pair of Fortnite shoes that everyone and their mother will be getting, when you can go full-on retro with these one-of-a-kind shoes? Level up graduation. Of course, back to school doesn't always mean starting a new year. Maybe it means something more. A lot of you will be entering your last few grades of school before going to the next level. Level up, baby! For some, this can mean going to middle school, junior high, or even high school. A few of you maybe even going to college. Whatever your next grade level is, just know that you did it. You literally leveled up, and we at TheGamer want to congratulate you on that. Nintendo would also like to congratulate you on a job well done, and wish you luck on your next chapter with a free printable Level Up graduation certificate. We know that when you actually graduate, you get a diploma saying that you graduated, but this has Flippin' Mario on it. In all seriousness, your parents or friends may give this to you when you really graduate, or maybe you can give it to them in turn. It's a free little gift you can give to someone for excelling in school. There you have it. Which of these Nintendo back-to-school supplies is your favorite? Are there any we may have missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to TheGamer for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching.